Hi, good morning. It's Karen, and I'm coming to you today live from the Four Seasons Hotel at True North in Scottsdale. And I'm up here for a little work/staycation this week. So I wanted to do my live broadcast from here. So today I want to talk about how to grow your coaching business for greater impact and income. And here's who I work with. You've come out of the corporate world and you've started your own business and you've gotten your certification, probably coaching certification and maybe more than one, and you've started your business. And what you didn't realize, because there was no way for you to realize is that you jumped in the deep end. You've been a leader in corporate, and now you've been at this for a little while as an entrepreneur, and you realize that you're not getting the impact or income that you originally wanted and that you thought about and that you deserve, actually. And this isn't your fault. You know, there are many reasons why this happens. One reason is there's a statistic that 50% of businesses don't make it past the first 5 years. And there's a reason for that too. As an entrepreneur, the skills that you need are different actually, I'm going to say it differently. You need the same set of skills, but you need to apply them differently to grow an entrepreneurial business than you do to be a leader in corporate. So you have the skills. It's just that you're not maybe sure how to apply them in a way that really makes everything pop. If this is you, you're in the right place. So there are three ways that you can three approaches that you can take to growing your business. Okay, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So the first way is a do-it-yourself, Home Depot kind of way, Lowe's kind of way. And you can go to free webinars, you can read books, you can talk to others of your peers, you can do even mastermind groups with peers at the same level as you are. And the challenge with doing it yourself is that it can take time. There's lots of detours. There's lots of things that you try. You know, I always say marketing is a grand experiment, yet there are proven ideas that you can start with that will give you a leg up on this. So if you go the do-it-yourself route, you know, there's so much information out there. It can be overwhelming. You know, who do you listen to? Whose program do you get into, or whose program do you follow? What course should you take? What questions should you be asking? That is a very, very powerful question. What questions should you be asking? I see coaches asking questions like, you know, what type of social media should I use for my business? And that's a great question, but there are lots of questions that need to be answered before that to make that social media really powerful. So there are things behind the scenes, behind the free line, that you may not know about. And you know, it's interesting, even though I have all this experience, I've been doing this for years, I still learn things behind the free lines. So I started with a new coach this summer, and there was a strategy that I had seen a lot of my peers doing. I mean, almost everyone was doing this strategy. And for me, it just looked like a lot of work. I did not resonate with this strategy. I didn't even want to do it. So I didn't. And then when I started with this new coach, he was able to explain to me how the strategy could be used in a way that was really elegant, that was very resonant with who I am, and that didn't make it a whole lot of work. So all of a sudden I was like, wow, I'm going to use this strategy. And I did. And I actually doubled my income in the next 3 months. So I had resisted this strategy for so long. And finally, when I really understood how to use it properly, it all made sense and it really worked for me. So that was pretty cool. And I'm saying hi. I see some people have joined me on BeLive. It's hard to tell who, but welcome. So especially when you're coming out of corporate where everything was done for you, many things. I know I had a lot of assistance. I had a lot of support. The do-it-yourself approach is probably not going to be the best one to resonate with you. So let's look at approach number 2, which actually I think does resonate a lot with leaders coming out of corporate, and that is done for you. Okay, so we're used to this. We're used to delegating. The challenge with done for you, if you can believe it, is that it can also be time consuming, and in addition, it can also be expensive, both time consuming and expensive. And here's why. You have to do a lot of the work when you have somebody doing it done for you. My friend Joan says, you know, we pay people thousands of dollars to get our website done, and then we have to do all the work, which it's not exactly true. We have to do all the work. But for example, if you hire a copywriter or a website designer, you have to answer a whole set of questions in a creative brief about what you want. You have to pick out a font, a color, you know, keywords. All of this has to be done by you so that it's authentic for you and resonates with you. So these are things that you will have to do, even if you get something done for you. And it can still take a lot of time, a lot of your time. Then there's a challenge of finding someone to do this for you. And, you know, you've got to be able to trust somebody. When they're putting up pages on your behalf, they're going to be in your, like if you use PayPal or Stripe or something, they're going to be in your account. They're going to have your passwords. In fact, maybe they've even created your passwords and you don't even know what your passwords are, your own passwords are. So I've seen a lot of coaches spend tons of time and money on these done for you solutions. So you have to pick the right person to help you get things done for you. And, you know, we just had a coach come in, I think it was a few months ago, and she was very upset because she wanted to fire her web designer because they weren't doing what she wanted them to do. And yet they had all of her passwords. She had none of her passwords for her sites. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to get them from them. And luckily my team was able to help her with this, but it can be very unnerving when other people are doing things for you that you don't exactly understand, and they've got all your passwords, and they can actually change them at any time. So there's a high level of trust for people doing things for you. So that's another thing just to be aware of. Okay, so what's the third approach to growing your impact and income? Third approach is done with you. And obviously, you know, I put these in order because this is the one I like the best. I've used it myself, and my clients too have used it too. And there are actually two approaches to the done with you. One approach is to get into a coaching program. And there's a lot of programs out there, and they're really great. They can help you grow your business. The thing about programs is you're one of many. And as a leader, I don't know that you've been used to being one of many. I know I wasn't, but you are one of many. And then a lot of times the main coach is actually delegating to one of their student coaches to do the one-on-one work with you. And maybe it's in 15-minute increments to really small increments. To get the attention of the main coach, you have to upgrade to VIP days, you have to pay more, and it's just like these one-off kinds of things. So, and it can be a bit of a cookie cutter approach. So that's the coaching program. And I've talked to coaches, really great corporate leaders that have come out, and they've spent, you know, $25,000 on a year-long coaching program, and it never worked for them. And the reason it didn't work was not because there wasn't great information, but there wasn't the customized attention. You know, when you go to a tailor, I haven't done this because, of course, this is mostly for men, but if you go to a tailor and they make a suit exactly for you, they take your measurements and they create this, it's called bespoke. It's a bespoke suit, and it just fits you perfectly. And this is what one-on-one coaching can do. And that's actually the last approach that I want to talk about. And I think the most valuable approach that there is. So, and I want to say it's kind of fun that I'm doing this live from the Four Seasons in Scottsdale, because This place has a completely bespoke approach. Whatever you need, they're there. Hi, Miss Capello, can we get you this? Can we get you that? Let me make your iced tea, from scratch. All kinds of things. It's so exciting, and it really feels good to be taken care of in that type of a way. And one-on-one coaching is like that. You have a concierge in your one-on-one coach. So you get what you need when you need it. You don't have to file through videos and read books and go through all the information. When you have a question, your coach will pull a piece of information out or hand a strategy to you and say, here, this is what's worked for others. Let's customize it to you. It's really, really cool. And there are so many tweaks and hacks that can be had with this kind of approach of one-on-one coaching. Everything can be exactly fit to you, your vision, your values, your mission, what really resonates with you, and also what's proven to work out in the world. So it can really keep you from taking a lot of detours. It can save you lots of time and money in the long run. In the short run, it may be a little expensive. It may be a little bit of an expensive investment up front. And in the long run, it's going to save you lots and lots of time. And in my first year of coaching, I actually had 3 different coaches. And I got going really, really quickly. This gave me the confidence to move fast because I knew what I needed to do. They helped me. The accountability, it was all there. And I can tell you even now, every time I hire a new coach, I get a growth spurt in my business. My income just skyrockets because there are new approaches and new ways of doing things. My own one-on-one clients have gotten amazing results. A couple that I'm just so proud of. I'm proud of them all. And here's one that I really think is so inspiring. He's made over $250,000 from one corporate client in the last 3 years, and we're still going forward. So probably hit even more in the next few years. Another client got her first Fortune 500 high-level executive to coach, and she made all of her operating expenses for her business in the first 3 months of the year. She completed them all, and then the rest was just gravy and profit. So these are so exciting. One other coach that I've worked with doubled her income in the first year that we worked together, and she's off and running to do even more than that. So if you want to find out if you can get these same type of shifts in your own business, let's talk. I have a few questions that I can ask you to find out if this process that I have in one-on-one coaching will work for you. Now, for a smaller number of coaches, the do-it-yourself approach will work, actually. And also for some, the done for you will work. So get in touch with me, let's talk, and I will tell you which of these approaches would be best for you. This is a no pitch, no marketing, nothing like that. Just I really want to be of service because I just enjoy talking to coaches. I love being connected with coaches. So thanks for being willing to be a coach in this world and for supporting transformation of others and in the workplace. It's just a delight to be a colleague of yours. And I will be doing more Facebook Lives this week on this topic, so stay tuned. But for now, we'll see you on the other side in the next video.